Silent Hill 2 on the PC is way superior to the Xbox version and the PlayStation 2 version because it's 4-dimensional. It's completely broken and you have to update it with fan patches. It drives you insane, much like the characters of Silent Hill. Was this intentional? Well, with Konami, you never know. Before I start the review/recap, I need to tell you that Silent Hill is a horror game. No one told me that. It doesn't say it on the box or anything. I played for like 10 minutes, then I sorta chickened out. The only way I could actually get through the game was if I played with the lights on and while listening to the Alvin and the Chipmunk soundtrack. The squeakquel, obviously, I'm not a farmer. The game starts with our main character James standing in a public loo talking about why he's there. I got a letter from my late wife Mary telling me to come to Silent Hill, but that made no sense. Dead people can't write letters. Also, she was very illiterate, very illiterate. Mary, could you really be in this town? If so, next time we're gonna dig a way deeper grave. As you can see, this place is very foggy. Is it because of James' foggy memory as he returns to this lost place? No, it actually has to do with air temperature. He comes to this graveyard and meets this woman. Hello, is this the way to Silent Hill? You don't wanna go there, it's full of monsters. Wow, doing hallucinogens on a graveyard. New low, lady. But lo and behold, James finds a monster immediately when he gets there. So he picks up a stick and beats it until it stops moving. Which is actually a very realistic reaction when you think about it. He has to get to this park, but he can't jump over this thing, which is not very realistic, but at the same time, parkour and psychological horror aren't known to fit. To get to the park, you need to go through these scary apartments. Here's where you learn the core gameplay. Walk up to doors and find out if they are locked. That's about 70% of the game. Sometimes you go into a room and you get a key and now you need to find out what the key unlocks. That's about 10% of the game. So now we got like 80% covered, so that's good. In this apartment building you meet the sort of antagonist and horror icon Pyramid Head for the first time. But why is he called Pyramid Head? Does it have something to do with the pyramid on his head? No, it's his obsession with pyramid schemes. Who's in there? Nobody. Oh really? Will that nobody turn into somebody after I tell them an amazing business opportunity? No. You will get to sell excellent barbecue equipment after you pay a small fee. But don't worry, if you recruit your friends, you will get some of their fee. No, go away. I need about $2,000. Okay, I'll leave, bye. After more keys and more doors, James finds the graveyard woman lying in front of a mirror. Hey, you didn't lie about those monsters. No, and you weren't really wrong about the drugs. Why did you come here anyway? I'm looking for my wife. She sent me a letter about this place, but she can't write. Maybe she asked another person? She's also dead. The person was a witch doctor? No. Before you get to leave the apartments, you have to collect these coins that are scattered around the apartment complex. It's very tedious, but when you're done with that, you get to face the first boss. Well, hello, friend! Ah, shit! Why won't you die? I'm immortal because I eat New England health bars. What? Now you might be asking, where can I find these? I'm hungry. Nope. Why eat them when you can sell them? And we have coaches that helps you and they teach you. I need about $10,000. You know what? Can you get me a sample? Now that I can do! James finally manages to escape and he gets to the park. There he finds his wife. No, it's actually some chick that looks exactly like his wife. Oh, I thought you were my late wife. She's dead? That is hilarious. Why is that funny? I'm dying, get it, of laughter. Wow, you're an asshole. Can't you take a joke? No, you can't just... Anyway, I'm going to follow you now. So now she's following you, and the two of them go to the hospital for some non-apparent reason. Here you meet the nurses. They apparently represent James' anxiety over his wife's terminal illness, along with his sexual deprivation. I found that out after I finished the game. There's actually symbolism. I had no idea. They didn't put it on the box or anything. I think they should have included some sort of manual that explains all the symbolism, so that I don't have to find it out myself. Even though the hospital is full of monsters, she decides this is a good place to take a nap. James decides to go up on the roof and... Why did you do that? Looks like someone could use some extra money to pay off those hospital bills. I'm fine actually. Well, that sucks. Fuck you! More stuff's happened at the hospital. James wanna open this box, there's this little girl, and you face a boss. Then he's moved to the other world and a bunch of other stuff happens. But other than that, nothing important happens. When the two decides to leave the hospital, they get chased by you-know-who. I have started a hedge fund and I need about $10 million! The woman doesn't make it. Did you say $10 million? James, feeling down, needs something fun to do, so he goes to the prison. Sadly, it's abandoned and full of monsters. James is very disappointed. Here in the prison, you get to meet the graveyard woman again. Nope. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. After a weird puzzle, James finds his wife's lookalike locked up. Apparently, pyramid schemes are illegal. James, help me. No. There's an underground labyrinth and James finally gets out of the prison. So far we've been to a hospital, a prison, a slaughterhouse and even a labyrinth. Cut content includes an insane asylum and an abandoned space station. So now all James needs to visit is a creepy mansion. But there aren't any, sadly. But there's a hotel, so that'll have to do. So he gets a boat. Just a side note, most game would just teleport you to the other side of the river, but not Silent Hill 2, you actually have to row all the way. This is actually a good thing, because it helps with immersion. Anyways, back to the parody review. Inside the hotel, the game is back to its usual, click on doors, find out they are locked. In one room you find a tape and you can play it in another room. This is... boring.
Here we go.
Before we proceed, let's talk about endings. Silent Hill has 6 endings. 2 are joke endings, one is a dog did it and the other one is UFOs did it. But there are 4 real endings and one of them is a official canon ending. The In Water, also known as the suicide ending, where James tweets a picture of his cock, thus committing corporate suicide. The Rebirth ending, where James tries to resurrect his wife, but fails miserably and is forced to put his brother's soul inside a metal armor. The Leave ending, where James finally leaves Korea and the field hospital. Then there's the official canon ending, the Maria ending. James enters a hotel lounge, but forgets what goes on at hotels. Oh, hi James! Nice to see you! This is Owen! Hello! Leave me alone! What are you talking about? You came to us! And finally, James gets it. You're right! I've been so obsessed about my dead wife's letter. I've been completely ignoring these great opportunities. Fantastic! So what now? This has all been a test. There's no money in pyramid schemes. Also, this is my real voice. A test? What? Have you heard of the Maria conglomerate? Yeah, they own like 12 casinos or something. Why? Well, it will take us 10 minutes to rob all of them. Boom! Cancelled! Konami kinda cancelled it. Even if we will never see a sequel to the game, I kinda like this game. If you're interested in Silent Hill 2, you should probably check out another review. And that is the Kilian experience. What game should I do in the future? You decide. The next garbage review should be out in like 2 weeks, as usual. But already next week I hope to have started something new. A new series. A pilot for a new series. If you're still listening, you like the video. Hello.